In this video we have a look at conditional probability, and in conditional probability we have to be careful about the total number of outcomes that we're looking at. The best way to deal with conditional probability is to break it down from a basic example first. So let's have a look at a simple problem where we have a series of letters. Prior to checking the solution, it would be wise to pause here and see if you can work out the answer for yourself. So in a basic probability problem like this, what we want to do is determine the number of possible outcomes. And if we go through and count all the letters in that diagram, there's 14. What we then want to do is identify the ones that are vowels, in other words, look for the favourable outcomes. And we can see in this diagram here we've highlighted that there are 6 vowels, 2 A's, 2 E's, an O and a U. So that means that out of 14 letters, 6 of them are vowels, or out of 14 possible outcomes, there are 6 favourable outcomes, and each letter is equally likely of being selected. So the probability of a vowel is 6 over 14. Now let's have a look at a case where we put a condition on the problem. In this question we're being asked what is the probability of selecting a vowel given that the letter was read. So our condition is that the letter has to be read. So let's first of all identify all the red letters in the diagram. You can see here we've done that by putting these letters in bold. We'll actually now list all the possible red letters, and there are 5 of them. So in a sense there's 5 possible outcomes. We can see here that we've highlighted 2 of those 5 outcomes because they're the vowels. So the probability of a vowel, given that it has to be a red letter, is 2 out of 5. And the important thing to note here is that we have reduced the total number of outcomes down to 5 because they are the 5 red letters. Let's use the same letters, but this time make our condition that it has to be a consonant. So the question is, what is the probability of selecting a blue letter given that it was a consonant? So in our diagram of letters, what we'll do is we'll first of all identify all the possible consonants because that's our condition. And you'll notice that there are 8 favourable outcomes now, in other words 8 consonants. Of those 8 consonants, 2 of them are blue. So the probability of a blue letter, given that it has to be a consonant, is 2 out of 8. You'll also notice in both the solutions that we provided that in the actual statement of the probability there is a vertical line. So if you look carefully, it says the probability of a blue letter, and then there's a vertical line with consonant. That vertical line in probability notation means given that. So we read it as the probability of a blue letter given that the letter is a consonant.